Oh my gosh, guys, nobody panic. The MLB is making moves. That is right, guys. My name's Jihad22. This is my MLB chat channel. I'm just going to be chatting about MLB today. We got a lot of moves to talk about today, from the Eric Hosmer signing all the way down to the Rays rebuilding stages. Anyways, guys, if you're going to enjoy any of that content, hit that like button and subscribe. First away, guys, Eric Hosmer, long-awaited free agent, has finally signed a deal with the San Diego Padres for 8 years, $144 million. He does have an opt-out clause, I believe, after the 5th year of that deal, maybe 4th or 5th year, which is big, big news. Eric Hosmer was thought to be one of the top 3 free agents in this class, and him signing with the Padres hopefully will be a big domino to kick this free agent's signing period off. So a little bit of banter about Eric Hosmer. Eric Hosmer, I think I predicted earlier in the year with one of my prediction videos, he was going to get around 150 or 160, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. I think I had him going back to the Royals, but the Padres, I did mention, were in contention to get him, and he ended up with the Padres. For the Padres, this will mean Will Myers will have to shift back to the outfield, and I think that might be a defensive hindrance on his part. I think that's kind of a bad thing. He wasn't the best first baseman by any means, but he definitely is not a excellent outfielder also. Eric Hosmer, though, should add a huge bat. I think they're looking for him to be kind of a leader in that clubhouse as they're entering or are currently in a rebuild and looking to bounce back out of it. So hopefully towards the end of that contract, the Padres will be ready to contend. Next up, huge news. JD Martinez signs with the Boston Red Sox on a 5-year, $110 million deal, significantly less money than he was thought to get. Scott Boras was throwing around numbers $200 million plus, so he ended up getting 110. The contract is front loaded. I think he's getting $50 million in the first 2 years, and then he has an opt-out option, so he can theoretically he can leave Boston after 2 years, get this $50 million and sign a bigger contract if he has a good 2 years, or he can stay in Boston. For the Red Sox, this means he will be their primary DH. Maybe mix in a little bit in the outfield, maybe left or right, most likely left field. It means the most to Hanley Ramirez, though, because he was thought to be their primary DH and first baseman. So with the signing of JD Martinez, who knows what will happen? The Red Sox said they will not trade Jackie Bradley Jr., but they got a lot of positions and a lot of players and not a lot of positions is what I'm trying to say. So JD Martinez to the Red Sox, probably their primary DH, adds a whole bunch of home runs to a team that led the league. Led the league in least amount of home runs, so it was last place in home runs this year. Needed a big power boost. They did add a huge power boost in JD Martinez. So look to them to maybe make a trade or just to have a lot of depth, a lot of late inning defensive guys they could put in there, and a lot of flexibility on that team. Now we move on to the Tampa Bay Rays, who are looking like they're following suit of their Florida neighbors, the Miami Marlins, and trading away most of their players. They traded away Evan Longoria, they traded away Jake Odorizzi, and the recent news of Steven Souza Jr., who was a very good player for them. And on top of that, they DFA'd Corey Dickerson, who was quite possibly one of their best players last year. And we've heard grumblings within the team, Kevin Kiermaier being one of those guys and Brent Honeywell, actually another minor league prospect, probably the best minor league pitching prospect the Rays have. Definitely the Rays have, one of the best in the league. have voiced their concerns about a potential rebuild, saying they really don't want that to happen. They didn't come out and say that. You're never going to say that, but the Tampa Bay Rays were thought to be projected as a possible wild card contender this year. I don't think anybody thought they were going to contend for the AL East, with the Red Sox and the Yankees being the big dogs in that division. But a wild card possibility, wild card contention was definitely not out of the question for the Tampa Bay Rays. So you kind of ask yourself, why are they doing this? Why are they just looking like they're going into full rebuild tanking mode? Well, it's really hard to say. Money is a problem in Tampa Bay. They don't get a lot of fans, not a lot of buzz around the Rays. So maybe this is kind of showing them they want to relocate, maybe, or get a new stadium. They're kind of telling the fans in the city there, like, hey, look, we're just going to be bad if you're not going to give us a new stadium, or we're just going to relocate because we can't compete with the Red Sox payroll, the Yankees payroll. We're not going to be able to shell money out like those guys or get those top-end free agents to sign with Tampa Bay. So I looked at them to maybe trade away some of those guys. Kevin Kiermaier is at 5 years control with the team option for 6, so 6 years of team control. Chris Archer, I think, is signed through 2020 or 2021. He's been highly sought after for many years, and I don't see that to decline. I really don't know. The Rays said they are not looking to trade away any more pieces, but why not? You see teams. This is kind of the trend they're going towards, which I don't know if that's really good for baseball. Comment down below if you guys think that's good for baseball or bad. If teams are going into full rebuild, like the Astros, like the Cubs. It worked out for both those teams. They did win a World Series, but you saw the Braves complete teardown. They're not quite ready to contend, but a few years ago the Astros were losing 100+ games a year. They were the worst team for 4 years straight, and you saw when it worked out. So maybe that's the new norm now, is for a complete rebuild. Anyways, guys, that is it for today on my MLB chat with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, and I'm going to respond to as many of you guys as I can. Just a little bit MLB banter and chat. Anyways, see you guys next time.